much. I can't use the microphone stand. So, as they said, my name is Wimmert. I'm an American Cancer Society Hero of Hope. All the survivors, raise your hand. I want to celebrate you. All the caregivers, raise your hand. We're going to celebrate you because that's what this event's about. It's about celebration, remember, and fight back. I am a 7-year cancer survivor. There was no one more surprised than me on April 1st of 2004 to hear those words, "You have cancer." It was not April Fool's. I was told that I had stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. It's a non-curable cancer. He said, we can treat it, you'll go in remission, it will come back, we'll treat it again, we'll go in remission, but he said, eventually, this disease is going to take your life. And that was like a punch in the gut. And as I walked down the stairs with my wife, we looked across the lobby, and there was an American Cancer Society office and resource center. And we walked in, and we got an amazing amount of resources on my cancer, survivorship, everything. But as we were leaving, the ACS rep said, don't forget about Relay next Friday at Alexandria Senior High. I was like, okay, that kind of went in this year and out the other. It was not what I was thinking. But God has amazing ways of making things work. That following Friday, I had to take my daughter to a cheerleading event at Alexandria Senior High. And I walked, I drop her off and I drive through the parking lot and I see this big balloon banner. I see a bunch of people and I smell some incredible food. And I said, this must be Relay. And so I parked my car, I go in, and they whisked me into the Survivor tent, gave me a sash that said Survivor and said, we're about to do the Survivor lap. And I'm like, what is the Survivor lap? I had no clue what was going on. But I will tell you, the moment I started walking that lap, and I got the same feeling when I just walked it, you're not in this journey alone. There are others who are going through this journey with you, and there's others who've gone through this journey before you. And that was just an amazing, chill to the bone feeling that you were not going through this alone. And so that was my first experience with the Relay. Obviously, I stuck around. I had a barbecue sandwich. I bought some other stuff. And after about an hour and a half, I realized my wife had no clue where I was. So I went home, told her all about it, and how excited I was about Relay. Well, shortly after that, I started my treatments. I went through the whole, 6 months worth of treatments, and I did it exactly how the doctor told me. And, so when at the end of it, I was expecting the doctor to tell me, okay, you got a remission. We'll see you in 3 to 5 years. When it pops back up, we'll whack it again. Don't worry about it. Well, unfortunately, I didn't hit remission. And about 2 months later, I got those other 3 words you never want to hear, and your cancer is back. And basically it told me I have a 25% 5-year survival rate. And that was like an uppercut to the jaw, to be quite honest. And but truly blessed that my sister, my older sister, was a perfect match. And so we ended up deciding to do the bone marrow transplant, but I did the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. In late July of 2005, packed up the car, said goodbye to my family, and I drove down the driveway, not knowing if I was ever coming home again. And nobody should have to feel that. No one should have to deal with the disease that we're dealing with and have to deal with that. I went through the transplant, and I only had a couple side effects. Since I was given my sister's stem cells, I have this overwhelming urge to go to garage sales. Every once in a while, I get hot flashes, and I have this uncontrollable desire to dye my hair red, but I don't know where any of that comes from. But what I will tell you is the reason I Relay, and the reason when I came back from that bone marrow transplant, I started a team at my company. In the first year, we raised almost $10,000. We've had a team ever since. The year after that, I was a survivor speaker at our Relay. I've co-chaired Relay for the last 2 years, and the reason I Relay is because had it not been for the funds that the American Cancer Society put towards research on bone marrow transplants, I would not be alive today. I would not be here speaking to you. So that is why I Relay. So God bless. Have an awesome time. And if you wanted more Relay next week, Rapides Parish will be next Friday at Menard High School. So God bless and have an awesome time.
Thank you so much, Dennis. At this time, we would like to invite all